Hello and welcome. Let's learn how to bake Irish soda bread, or as we call it, soda bread. Please preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, and let's get started. In a large bowl, we have 2 cups of white flour, that's 300 grams. To that, I'm going to add 1 cup of whole wheat flour, or 150 grams. And then we're going to add 1 level teaspoon of baking soda, or 6 grams. Next, you want to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt, or 2.5 grams. And you want to mix it together. You can use a spoon or a stand mixer or even a food processor, but I'm just using my hands. Then we're going to put in 1/4 cup of cold butter, or 56 grams. The key here is to use cold butter so you don't melt too much of the butter into the batter and you'll have a lighter, fluffier bread. All you have to do is just rub the butter in between your hands with the flour as you're picking it up, as I'm doing here. Now, if you liked, you could do this in a food processor or a blender or even a mixer. You want to get a mixture of crumbs, you want to get some pea-sized amounts, and you want to get some breadcrumbs. It should look like this. Next, we're going to take 1 large egg, which is 50 grams, and then we're going to mix it into some buttermilk. We're going to use 1/3 cups of buttermilk, or 320 milliliters. Now, if you don't have buttermilk, I'll give you a substitute below that will help you, but I do recommend buttermilk because it's thicker than a substitute for buttermilk, and it tastes so much better. Use a knife to bring the dough together like I'm doing here. Just stir it gradually and it will start to stick together. You don't want to overmix this, so I don't recommend a stand mixer, but if you do use one, just go until it starts to come together. And it should look like this. Now, if there's any leftover flour on the bowl, just use your hands and pick it up gently. Fold it over a few times. The thing I like about using a bowl is you can get a rough circular shape already, and then you're not handling it too much. You want to get about an 8-inch circle, about 20 centimeters. It doesn't have to be precise, and you can have it as tall as you want or as short as you like. The thing I like about this recipe is it's not as bitter as some of the soda breads out there. The key is to use a little less wheat flour and to use a really high quality buttermilk. Now, with the buttermilk that we used earlier, I'm going to dip my fingers in there and just do a wash. And if you like, you can sprinkle the top with some oats. I'm using about a teaspoon's worth, or about 1 gram. Next, you want to make a slash in the bread. You want to go about 1/4 inch deep, or 6 millimeters. I like to make a T shape. And you're going to bake this anywhere from 40 to 50 minutes or until it comes out golden brown like this. Let it cool completely on the wire rack until you serve it. If you like it hot, then just reheat it. It's so much better that way. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Here are your ingredients if you want to follow along. Thank you for visiting us at jacksonsjob.com, and as always, happy baking.